been a lot going on with the landfill, and so wanted to give you guys an update during the meeting. But you know, we hired HDR out of Omaha, an engineering firm, to represent us at the Planning Commission in Sioux County. Shortly after we did that and kind of organized, we learned that Sioux County had passed a moratorium on landfills in April, and that actually runs through October. And as HDR was preparing to present to the Planning Commission, we learned that they were going to extend that moratorium for another 6 months, and they did that. So the group did go meet with the Planning Commission up there, and actually they met with the Planning Commission, and later at the Commissioners meeting they extended the moratorium. So it's going to run through April. We have a purchase agreement with the landowner, David Locken, that expires January 21st, 2026. We met with him to discuss an extension. He doesn't really want to extend that. So we're going to be faced with some difficult decisions here in the next few weeks, and I wanted you guys to know that. So we're talking about maybe looking at some other sites. So we'll meet again tomorrow. We'll meet with HDR, and we'll have those discussions. There's talk about going and meeting with the county attorney up there, just to ask if there's any chance we can get a conditional use permit. I don't know how he would answer that. So that might be something that we do, but we'll discuss that with HDR on Wednesday. I might say tomorrow, it's Wednesday. And we'll be formulating a plan to go forward. We might be looking at other sites. You know, it's become obvious that both Gearing and Scottsbluff is going to have to take their garbage someplace other than Gearing's landfill when it goes forward. They're saying November of 2026. It's probably going to be longer than that, but they're going to stick with that date, just to be cautious. So in the next few weeks, I'll start researching some options and start to explore some tipping fee prices at other locations.
What's the status on the transfer station?
Transfer station's being worked on. I looked at some designs a few weeks ago. It's coming along. The permit is essentially done. It just needs to be submitted. So we're working with MC Shop on that. It's in good shape. He thinks we can have it done.
Is there any?
Are you getting bids from like TDS or those other?
We'll go to TDS for a bid and Waste Connection for a bid. There's might be an opportunity to partner with Kimball too. You know, these small communities that have landfills, they're just too small to support them anymore. So they become very regulated and expensive. So might be an opportunity to take our garbage there. Distance is an issue, but they do have a little bit of room for expansion. Not a great deal, but that's a possibility. And then they could become a partner at some point too. Jerry?
So for the transfer station, when you say permit, is it just a building permit? Is it a required environmental permit and all of those
No,
things?
Nebraska Department of Environment has to approve it. So
How long is that process take?
we don't know yet, but we'll meet with them in the very near future. So, but it shouldn't be too long.
Is it just MC Shop or MC Shop and HDR working on that as well? Or is it
That's just
HDR
MC Shop.
just the landfill?
HDR is just representing us in front of the Planning Commission for Sioux County, and then they're going over the financials to establish a tipping fee. And we did get a preliminary report back on the tipping fee, and it's over $72.
That's quite a lot more than what it started at, correct?
That's, and I need some clarification from them too, because they're calling that break even. So we need to be financing the second cell at the same time too, so we need to be putting money away to dig that second cell. We need to be taking care of the equipment out there. So those are all the questions that I have for HDR on Wednesday. I don't know what all is included in that $72. That's, we're paying just a little over $50 right now. So it'll be quite an increase.
So just with the county and the property owner, I mean, this doesn't feel like we're gonna get anywhere.
It's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we gotta make sure it's economically feasible for our community too.
Absolutely,
Our members
yes.
of the community are gonna get that cost passed off,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. You know, that's always been our philosophy, is to do what's best for our ratepayers and keep costs low. And I think we all still agree on that.
Any other questions? Comments on landfill? Okay. Council reports, information only.